In today's video, we're taking a look at the Cuisinart stand mixer ice cream or frozen fruit attachment. Easy and simple. Everything that we use on the video and related videos, we're going to leave a link on the description of the video. And this attachment works with the SM50 series stand mixers from Cuisinart. So if you have the SM50 stand mixer, this is a great addition to your arsenal. Or if you're looking for stand mixers, this is one to consider. But if you don't have a stand mixer, or even it's not even Cuisinart, don't worry, we're showing you content that you're never gonna use in your lifetime. But who says knowledge is a bad thing? Let's go ahead and take a look at what comes in the box. First, we have the freezer bowl, which can hold a maximum capacity of 1.5 quarts. As the name implies, freezer bowl, this is something that you want to place on your freezer for a minimum of 24 hours. If you shake the bowl when hot, you're gonna hear liquid inside. That is why you need the 24 hours for it to freeze. So that means you only take out the bowl from the freezer when you're ready to use, and preferably when all your ingredients are already mixed or ready. On the bottom of the bowl, we have the locking mechanism that holds the bowl in place on your stand mixer so the bowl won't move when mixing. Next, we have what Cuisinart calls the drive assembly. And as you can see, this attachment is spring loaded. And what this basically does is attaches to your stand mixer, and using the stand mixer's horsepower, it drives the paddle holder. And now we have the paddle holder. This is the housing that's gonna hold either your ice cream paddle or your fruit paddle. And basically what it does is it mixes your mixture around on the freezer bowl, making it touch the inner walls of the bowl and cooling them down until they get thicker. Next, we have the ice cream paddle. And with your rocket scientist knowledge, you can imagine that this is the paddle that paddles the ice cream, or as it's called in the industry, churning. From the two paddles, the ice cream paddle is the only one to have a notch at the bottom that goes on the paddle holder to lock it in place. So once the paddle holder moves, the ice cream paddle moves. But different from the fruit paddle, which stays in place and the only thing that moves is the paddle holder, is what helps it to break down any fruit. And when using, it's always best to use ripened fruit. The riper, the better. Because as you can tell, all the attachments and parts are all made of plastic. So there's no blades, there's no metal to cut through hard fruit. And different from the ice cream paddle, the fruit paddle is square at the bottom. And if you notice, inside the freezer bowl, it also has a square notch. And this is what prevents the fruit paddle from moving. When installing the paddles to the paddle holder, they all clip at the top. And now comes the last part, and that is the splash guard, which also comes with a pour spout, making it easier to pour your mix. This also clips to the freezer bowl and unclips to remove. Now that we finish with the anatomy class, we can go ahead and put this bad boy, girl, both or none to work. We connect the drive assembly to the stand mixer, we lock our freezer bowl, and we're first going to start with our ice cream paddle. We place our splash guard, lower our machine to the paddle holder. As you can see, there's teeth on the drive assembly which insert on the paddle holder to drive it around the bowl. Enough talking already. Let's go ahead and pour some ice cream mixture on this attachment and put it to work. If you want to check out the recipe for making ice cream with eggs or no eggs, we're going to leave a link on the description of the video. But if you're one of the great ones that are watching this video without having a stand mixer or an ice cream machine, we also have a video on how to make ice cream with no machine. We're also going to leave a link on the description for that video. And we're going to salute you if you're still here. Once you pour the mixture, you want to start a timer for about 20 to 25 minutes. And this is the time that it takes your mixture to thicken up to a soft serve consistency. Then after that, you want to go ahead and place it on the freezer for 4 hours if you want it to get to ice cream consistency. Once you notice that the mixture has thickened, you can add any chunks or pieces or any swirling mixture to the soft serve ice cream. The only downside to using a freezer bowl is before you can create another creation, you need to place the freezer bowl for a minimum of 24 hours on the freezer. So that basically means you can only make one kind of ice cream per day. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fruit paddle. And we're gonna do the test run with ripened mangoes. And we waited for them to be real soft. That makes it easier on the machine and also makes it a lot sweeter, which means you don't have to add additional sugars. But if you want to add any simple syrups, you can as well. The manual for this attachment does come with recipes for both ice cream and fruit sorbets. As you can tell, the paddle holder goes around, but the fruit paddle stays in place. And this combination of movement and no movement is what cuts the fruit. And eventually it makes it a puree that finally becomes a fruit sorbet, or in regular terms, a fruit ice cream. And just like the ice cream, we set a timer for 20 to 25 minutes. Out of both processes, using the fruit paddle is the easiest. You just throw in the fruit and let the machine do its job. Overall, we had the attachment for a couple of months and have made various ice creams and fruit sorbets with no issues. But if you're part of the group that doesn't even own a stand mixer, is not even thinking of buying an attachment, we applaud you. Not only you weathered the storm, you listened to my voice for a couple of minutes, you watched the entire video, we look outside and there's a couple of clouds, so that means you survived today because it wasn't sunny. We applaud you. You are officially the greatest of all time. We will only refer to you as the GOAT. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone at the StatUpBox team or someone in the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.